Hello my succulent friends, it's me Sis from Sis for Succulents. So I've been spending some time in my arrangements in my pots and just having a look to see if things need a little maintenance. And one of the things I've noticed is in this dish here, my jelly beans are really leggy, and I don't like it. And it occurred to me that some of you may have this problem and not know what to do. It's so simple. These are the easiest things to cut and reset. So basically you just cut them and set them somewhere else, and it's a great way to multiply them and just keep them low and dense. So one of the best indicators that it's a good time to do it is air roots. I've spoken about that before. So this piece here is throwing off air roots because this is just too long. It's probably not getting any water through the root system that way, so it's throwing off roots. So that would be a perfect place to cut it, just over here. The same thing is happening, but it's not happening just at the base, it's happening in there as well. So there, you've got a couple options there. You could cut it here and grab some of those roots, reset that, and there's a good chance you'll get cute little bubbies there. Or you could cut it here and lay that part on the top of your soil or top dressing, and you know, that's another way of doing it, and that's how I think I'll do it with those. But let's do a little bit of maintenance first. Let's just clean this rubbish up. So just get rid of a little bit of these dry leaves. Okay, and this arrangement for a top dressing, I've actually used more of a larger pebble, sort of a rock I should say, but I've got a little shovel here of these sort of little stones, and I'm just going to place a little bit in where I'm going to reset them. I'm doing this very rough just to demonstrate the principles of what to do. So when I lay the cuttings down, I just feel like they've got something to sort of grip into a little bit, and I don't like setting cuttings on plain soil. So let's give it a snip. I'm doing this one-handed as usual, so it's going to fall when I cut it. Oop, there it goes. Where did it end up? Down here. Oh, lost a little leaf, no big deal. So there's its air roots. So I'm not really using any particular forethought here. I'm just going to grab a piece and set it down somewhere. And let's just use my tweezers to sort of get its base stem and put it in there. And it's just, you just got to just sit it on there. You don't really have to give it much, you know, you don't have to try and plant it in or anything. And then now you're left with that. The chances of it getting more babies there are possible, but it's still not going to look nice. So I personally just going to cut this whole thing off. Sorry. There we go. I should have pulled this dish out, but I'm sort of doing this impromptuvely, and we'll cut that off. Hang on, let's stop recording for a sec. Okay, there it is there. I just laid it there. Don't you like this little dragonfly decoration? I love it. I got it in Singapore on my last trip there, and I fell in love with it. So snip, snip. Oh, I really should have taken this out and done it properly. Oh wow, look at all of those. Wow. So I might just throw that in there. So off camera I've just cut off the bigger pieces, and I've just rested them here, and this is what I'm left with. So If you are doing this for propagation, you might want to leave some of these stems, and there's a chance that some of the some babies will grow on it, but aesthetically I don't like that, so I'm going to trim them right back and off basically. Look at this big branch here. Hang on, this is not a good way to show you. So that's one big branch and it's got two cute heads, so I'm just going to take that whole thing off and just salvage these. So I'm just going to trim all this up now, and I'll show you what I do to reset them. Well, there it is, it's all gone, and it's like I've totally given it a massive haircut, and there's some of the stems and roots rubbish now. Who needs them? So there are my pieces. So basically I'm just going to cut those two heads off and leave some of that air roots and just throw away the rest of that stemmy stuff. You could just lay that down somewhere and hide it in the soil, that will work too, but I'd rather just start with cute little cuttings. I didn't grab all the air roots, and it's really not that necessary because these throw roots so easily. Really, in a week or two will definitely be developing their own roots. So again, this will look a lot easier and be a lot easier for you because I'm using one hand. Just stuff it in there and basically just reset them where you want them to grow. So I'm going to do that now with all the cuttings, and I'll show you the end result. So I've got a few in now, and it's already looking a little bit more denser, a little bit more compact. This one here, the air roots underneath there, I'm thinking I want to lay it in there, but first I want to take off some of these bottom leaves. Hold on. So there it is. I trimmed it off a bit, took some of the leaves. They're just sitting here for now. You can propagate the little leaves as well, so don't throw anything away. I'm sure most of you already know that. I'm just going to sit it there. And let's have a look at this one. Let's just pop off a few of those bottom ones, right? And now you have like a little candlestick where you could just find the spot that you want it to go into. Oops, lost a few more leaves, not to worry. Not to worry at all. They will propagate. You can even just tuck them underneath. So there you go. I have a few more pieces. Oops. Worst filming ever. I'm so apologetic, but this is very impromptu. Is that how you say it? Off the cuff. A couple more. Maybe we'll just pop that in there. This one's gonna fall. There we go. No, lost him. Alright, we'll pick him up. Oh, far out. Well, as you saw, it's not easy for me to film this on my phone and demonstrate how to do it. So I've just knocked it up really quickly, and it looks a lot more denser, and it will just grow a lot fuller. And when it gets leggy again, you just do the same thing. I'm sure you guys could do a much better job than I just did. It looks a little bit hacky, a little bit, This technique has really worked well for me in the garden. This is how I've multiplied them. I've got a succulent bed and it's full of them because I just go around with the scissors and chop off the top bits and just relay them, and that's how I've spread them out really quickly. And I've got a little container full of babies. If you like, you could have them sprinkled around in the base and hide them in there, and they'll they will propagate. Or you can just put them on a little tray somewhere if that's how you like to propagate your leaf babies. I'm going to give you a good look at the arrangement. It's really nice agaves in there. Something ate that one, so I'm not too happy about that. I'll probably pull that out and replace it with something prettier. And that's Emerald Ripple, I'm pretty sure, and this cute little crest. I love the colours in it, so pretty. I just wanted to show you something else I've recently done. These are also sedums, to petrified limbs. So they're jelly beans as well, large but jelly beans, some common name pork and beans, I think people call them. I love how they get these gorgeous red, pinky stressed tips. So as cuttings, they're already a little bit stressed. I've got a theory, when you cut cuttings, they even stress out even more. So I'm pretty confident these will just get more vibrant with colour. But I thought this lime green pot is a good kind of match. It sort of brings out the green in it. Anyway, so it's just got some soil and some top dressing, and I've just basically put them on top, and I'll wait for them to root. Again, like the other sedums, they root up really quickly. So I like it. It's cute. What do you think? Anyway, just wanted to give you an example of how easy it is to cut cuttings and reset them, and how pretty it can look. I thought you might be interested to see the arrangement from this angle. I love this cute little fuzzy cactus. I don't know, cactuses are not my strength, but it throws off these gorgeous orange flowers. It's been doing it all summer, so I love it. Just a little pop of colour. I'm looking at this. This is really irritating me. Something has had a good munch on it. What to do, how to stop that, I don't know. It frustrates me. You could spray it with stuff, I guess, but I really try to avoid spraying all the time with pesticides and what have you. Oh, what am I doing? Yes. I've decided they can't stay. They're going. I'll put them somewhere else for now. But again, what it will do is it will promote more growth, for sure, because it will throw off some stuff here and it'll fill out again. And I found this from another pot. It's the same type. I think it's some sort of echeveria. It's a very waxy one. I'm not 100% sure on its ID. So I'm just going to create a little space, cutting, and I'm going to pop that there, and that pretty much for now hides what I just did. And now I've got to find where those offcuts went. There's one. They're over here in this pot. There's one. Well, I'll just lay it in a tray in my cutting stuff and see what happens to it. It might recover really nicely, or it may not. Or, you know, if you're that way inclined, I guess you could try and propagate the leaves. Or you could just chuck it in the bin. As us Aussies would say, chuck it. So there we go. I think it looks quite pretty from all angles. I love this Agavoides. Another one that I don't know its correct ID of. Hang on, I'm getting tangled up with my microphone cord. Look at that beautiful pink blush it has. And sometimes this Agavoides, I've featured this in so many of my videos. It's such a striking pink. And that was just one head that threw off a couple of bulbs. It's very happy in there. It likes it. Oh, there's another one of those dragonfly ornaments, little things that I got in Thailand. So cute. I love a little whimsy. Whimsy is so much fun in your arrangements. Don't you agree? Okay. Happy gardening, my succulent friends. And I shall talk to you guys next time. Bye! I wanted to sincerely thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can find me as sisforsucculents on my Instagram and Facebook page, where I post daily photos with tips and information. So come and hang out with me there. It's a great place to chat and connect. Thank you.